Hi guys, my name is Putri Hawa. I'm from Technical School Balikpapan and my major is Geology. And today I want to explain to you how to classify rocks. How we do classify rocks? We classify rocks according to how they form, and then we're going to write that they're classified based on their method of formation. So if you do this, you have three categories. The first category is igneous rocks, the second category is sedimentary rocks, and the third category is metamorphic rocks. So here we go. Let's talk about igneous rock. What exactly is an igneous rock? An igneous rock is a rock that has formed the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. Types of igneous rock. Igneous rocks are classified according to where they cooled and solidification. So we have two types. The first, intrusive igneous rock. That means it's formed inside the earth from magma. So intrusive rock are always to have very large crystal. Let's take a look at the example from intrusive igneous rock. The first one is granite. What you'll notice is that it's speckled. All of the speckle are different minerals, crystal. The black is mica, the pink is potassium feldspar, and the white is quartz. And the second one is pegmatite. We get really giant crystals like this pegmatite, where the crystal might actually the biggest than, not a millimeter, but an actual centimeter, so very large crystal here. And the second type is extrusive igneous rocks. Form on the surface very quickly, and you get very small or maybe even no crystal, and they may have air bubbles trapped inside. So let's take a look at the example from extrusive igneous rock. The first one is basalt. You'll notice that you can't really see any crystal at all. If you look with magnifying glass, you will find really tiny ones. They are smaller than a millimeter. And the second is obsidian. That no crystal were able to form at all, so you have thin kind of glassy appearance. And the last one is andesite, derived from magma that freezes very quickly under the earth crust. Let's talk about sedimentary rocks. What exactly is a sedimentary rocks? Generally formed from the compaction and cementation of sediment. But what is a sediment? Sediment are fragments of rock that have been broken down as a result of watering, include wind, ice, running, and water, and etc. Sediment are classified according to their size from smallest to largest. Start with clay, silt, sand, pebble, cobble, and boulder. Types of sedimentary rocks. The first one is clastic sedimentary rocks. These clastic sedimentary rocks form from compacted sediments, and these are generally classified according to their size. So let's take a look at the example from clastic sedimentary rocks. The first one is conglomerate, composed of all different size sediment or class, compacted and cemented together. So you'll have a big cobbles, pebbles, maybe even boulders compacted with small sand and clay. And the second one is breccia. It's made of all different sizes sediment and cemented together. The difference being the sediment in a breccia are not rounded. They are angular, pointy, or jagged. And then sandstone is made of compacted sand grains. And the second type is organic or crystalline sedimentary rocks. For the crystalline, we have things called evaporites and precipitates. And for the organic, we have that we call biological matter or bioclastic rocks. So let's take a look at the example from organic or crystalline sedimentary rocks. The first one is rock salt, part of crystalline, formed from seawater, which of course has salt or halite dissolved in it, and when water evaporates, the salt stays behind in the form of crystal. Those crystals are the rock is rock salt. And the last one is coal, part of bioclastic rocks, which form from compacted plains remains. Now, let's talk about metamorphic rocks. What exactly is a metamorphic rocks? Metamorphic rock are rocks that are changed as a result of exposure to intense heat and or pressure. Types of metamorphic rocks. The first type is contact metamorphism. Discussed by contact with heat. Whenever a rock comes into contact with magma or lava or is burned or metamorphosizes by that heat. The second one is regional metamorphism. Discussed primarily by pressure. Let's talk about how regional metamorphism works. Starting with the sedimentary rock shell. If you add heat and pressure, it will metamorphosize to slate. So, if you more add heat and pressure, it will become a phyllite. This is phyllite. If you more add, it will become a schist. This is schist. And even more, and it will become the metamorphic rock gneiss. So this is gneiss. Let's take a look at the gneiss sample there. You'll notice has bands of minerals that result of the intense pressure. Now, if you take gneiss and add additional heat and pressure, it will likely melt into magma or lava, and then it would become an igneous rock. So gneiss is generally the extent of metamorphism that we see. Now, I will give you a quick explain about three categories about rocks. The first category is igneous rocks. In igneous rocks, we have two types. The first type is intrusive igneous rocks, and the second type is extrusive igneous rocks. And the second category is sedimentary rocks. In sedimentary rocks, we have two types again. The first type is clastic sedimentary rocks, and the second type is organic or crystalline sedimentary rocks. And the last category is metamorphic rocks. In the metamorphic rocks, we have two types again. The first type is contact metamorphism, and the second type is regional metamorphism. So that's all I can explain. If there's a lack of time for me to explain, I hope you guys can understand what the material I'm giving. Thank you.